anytime soon. It's kind of hard today. Normally I would let you look up into the trees and look for things that look like grapes hanging off of the branches. Those are the green cones. So General Sherman has also defied the odds and been very lucky with his growth cycle. So I have a green cone. So when they're up in the trees, they grow in clusters of like 4 or 5. And this is a green cone. So I'm going to pass it around, but I want to make sure I get it back. So there's that. I also have a picture of it so everybody can see before it gets passed around. Up in these mature trees, there are 7,000 to 20,000
Questa
of
è
these
una
cones
pigna.
just hanging
Questa è
out,
una pigna di una sequoia.
waiting for the right moment to spread their seeds. So each cone has 200 to 300 seeds. So that means that this is a sequoia seed. It's the size of an oat flake, okay? So General Sherman started out as a little seed just like this, which is amazing. The chances of germinating, right? So falling from the tree, coming down to the ground and actually making a tiny little seedling is 1 in millions, and the chances of becoming just this regular old mature sequoia tree are 1 in billions. So Sherman was lucky to even defy those odds to begin with. Those cones, where's that cone? Hold it up. Yeah, so those cones are amazing. They're extremely patient. Let's see, how old are you?
19.
You're 19, okay, so these cones will hang out in the tree for up to 30 years. So what do trees need to grow? What are some things that they need? Water, sunlight, soil, minerals, they need nutrients, right? And something else we don't usually think of, but it's easy when we look at this guy to remember, what do sequoia trees need?
Fire. Space.
They need space, right? So there's one natural event that happens in the Sierra Nevadas that happens every 15 to 50 years, and it provides all of that for these little seeds to have the best chance of germinating.
Fire.
So what is that? Fire, exactly. So when fire comes through a sequoia grove, usually, like I said, historically, 15 to 50 years, all this stuff around the trees and on the forest floor builds up, broken branches, cones, needles, what have you, other trees that have fallen over. We call that duff, and that will burn. Usually the flames don't get higher than this, so it's a low level burn. So when a fire comes up to the base of a tree, it will actually heat all the way up into the tree, and then those cones that are just hanging out waiting for that perfect moment, they die on the branch, and after about 2 weeks the fire's kind of subsided, and they look like this. They've opened up and they've dropped their seed load, and it's actually really neat if you're here at the right moment. It looks like somebody has like a dump truck of Quaker Oats and they're just dumping it down. It just comes down and by the thousands. I'll pass that one around too so you can see the difference. So they only desiccate just a little bit. They just open up so the seeds can come out. But did anybody walk around the back side of this tree and see something? Or have you seen these black marks on the sequoia trees all over the place? Those are called fire scars, and they are normal and natural. These trees are adapted for fire, and they need it to make new sequoia trees. So the way they're adapted, if you look here, they've got that nice big red bark, and